Scott, you're day 8, you're halfway through spring ball. Just kind of give us an assessment where this team is right now.
Well, we're better than we were day 1, and that's good, but we need to be better at day 15 than we were day 8. This is kind of the hard part of spring ball, where the enthusiasm of new opportunities and everything wears off, and then it's just hard work. And most of the guys are embracing that, but we got to make sure we knuckle down and get a lot out of these last 5 or 6 practices.
Scott, we're talking to the quarterbacks today. How have you seen those guys grow? Where do you want to see them keep going? And maybe what is the strength of
I think they all do things well. You know, we inherited some guys, and they're all great kids first and foremost. I love being around them. Every single one of them has to just get more familiar with the offense. It's funny watching that position more than any other. It takes a while, and once it clicks, it really clicks. But there's a lot of little details, a lot of things happening really fast, and quarterbacks have to be able to manage all that. And I see every one of the guys making some good plays, and then a play that's not so good. And most of the time it's because they're just a little behind mentally. They don't quite understand the concept, or they can't quite get there in the time it takes us to snap the ball. So, you know, I think Jebby is doing some good things, running and throwing. Pat can really throw it and is doing a good job learning it. Bunch has been doing a really good job as a walk-on here. Adrian Martinez is showing signs of being really talented. And, you know, Noah is a guy that's here for us that's the most familiar. And things are coming a little easier to him. So as a group, I'm really pleased with those guys and look forward to watching them all get to the point where it's going to click.
Do you have a timetable when you want to set like a rough draft pecking order of where guys are at, or is that something you just got to?
No, as many reps as we get, the depth chart will sort itself out. The one thing we're going to have to do, and we kind of have started a little bit today, is making sure we're getting the guys that are kind of separating themselves more reps so we can get our team ready to play. But we have until September to figure out who's going to be the first guy on the field.
Who are the guys that have separated themselves?
Now, you guys keep asking those questions, but we got a long way to go. But there's definitely some guys that have performed well, and those guys are going to continue to get more reps, and we just got to let it keep sorting itself out.
How has Martinez come back off the injury this spring, just for a high school kid? Where's he at in terms of just that transition?
You can ask him. I asked him today, and he thought his arm was about 90%. So, you know, I don't quite see maybe the steam on the ball sometimes that I saw on tape, but he's getting it there. It's accurate. So he's looking good. I think he'll continue to improve as he works with Mario and gets that last 10%.
What is it about Andrew Bunch that you've been maybe pleasantly surprised with, walk-on guy you inherited?
Yeah, Andrew, for one, he's a great kid, great to be around. He's really gone to work learning it. Has the ability to process information quickly and make good decisions. He's more athletic than I expected him to be. When he takes off running, he can make some things happen. So he's been a pleasant surprise for me because I wasn't expecting as much as I've seen.
What's the learning curve been like for Jebby as far as running the ball?
Jeb's got good speed. So I think more than speed, it's getting him bigger and stronger so that he can take the hits and do those types of things. We're going to ask the guys to carry the ball some, and there's big guys in this league.
What makes a good runner in your offense from the quarterback position? What do you want those guys to be able to do well? Coach Verduccio talked about get to the perimeter and get down. How do you kind of do that?
Well, you know, it's nice to have a 4-4 guy at quarterback that can throw and do everything we ask him to do, but we've won a lot of games in this offense with 4-7 guys. Darren Thomas is a guy that comes to mind at Oregon. We went to a national championship game. I think he was a, 4-7. But he was an efficient runner, and really that's what we look for is they don't have to have breakaway speed, but when they pull it down or when the defense dictates that they need to keep it and run it, they need to be able to get us yards.
Hey Scott, will you sit down with these guys and give them an idea of where they stand after the spring, and would you anticipate any transfers?
I don't know if there'll be any transfers. I know after spring I'm going to sit down with every player individually and kind of tell them where I think they are and get their ideas about what's going on and where they are. And so I'll have those individual meetings after spring. hopefully nobody leaves the program. But, you know, there's only so many guys that can play, so sometimes those things work themselves out.
The offensive line rebounded.
Yeah, you know, today was an improvement. I think today was our best day, and it was tough out there today. It was a long practice. We put them through a lot. They're working hard out there, getting a lot of reps. I saw a lot of improvement. What I want to see more of is guys with the grit and grind that get a look in their eye and say, I'm not going to lose no matter what. And they got to understand it's on the line every time we go out there. I saw a little more of it today. I see some guys that are competitors, that are embracing that and really attacking. But I want the whole team to do it. It can't be a part-time thing. Nebraska football is built on guys that won't quit, won't give up, are going to be tough and refuse to lose. And we got some of it. We need to build more of it.
Is there a guy that you identify and say that guy's kind of doing it every day for you?
There's a bunch of guys doing it every day. And we need those guys to step up and be leaders and bring other guys along with them. Jack Stoll's a guy I could pick out. You know, he brings it every day. He's been physical for us. He's making some mistakes, but he's making them full speed. Gerald Foster did a nice job today competing and trying to lead. Will Honus is coming to work every day and doing some awesome things. And that's just to mention a few. That there's guys doing it. But I want a whole team of guys that when they take the field, they're not going to allow themselves or their team to lose.
Scott, the red white game next week, a week from Saturday, is it going to be a traditional spring game with, you know, number one unit, number two unit, tell you what?
We're going to kind of decide on the format of the spring game this week. We had to kind of wait and see where we were as a team on both sides of the ball and where we were health-wise, so we get the team split up. There's 90,000 people coming. I want to put on the best show for them that we can and show people the progress. You know, spring games are more for the fans than they are for the coaches. By that time, we'll have 13 practices under our belt, and you know, a lot of decisions made about who's playing well and who isn't. So coaches usually just go into that game hoping we get out healthy. But you know, I want the fans to get something for what they paid for, and so we're going to play some football and make it look as good as we can. We'll decide on the format this week.
Are you going to have one more practice after that, and why did you like that idea, if so?
I'll get into the weeds of it. You know, we needed the week before spring ball to have meetings, so we had the one practice before spring ball, but then you're limited by number of weeks and total time that you can fit spring ball in. I love practicing every other day because it gives guys a chance to learn from what they did the day before and recover, so we get more out of them. The end of our time is up after that first couple days of the week following the spring game, so we'll have one more practice then, and it'll probably be part practice and part kind of teaching the guys how we want them to run the captain's practices and 7-on-7s in the summer.